You can meet someone and you guys click. And you find comfort in the person than someone you've known for years. You get the point? You can't meet somebody like this. When I meet today, don't tell them like 6 months of your experience and the guy absorbs it, heals you immediately. Some people actually dish out because this person doesn't know me. This is a stranger. Some people just look for strangers to have a safe space with, just to talk. Because of what? Say this person don't know me, reach out.
Yes.
This
like,
person will not judge
might not meet you anymore.
You get my point. At the end of the day, the thing go hook them. They'll come, they meet themselves. You get my point? Because maybe the spirit, everything just kind of gel. So sometimes when you talk out so many things or some problems, it takes out the burden from you and makes you free. Before you know, you will be free to express yourself, free to achieve, free to express so many talents.
Yeah.
So I think, especially when it comes to artistry, when you're an artist, when you are into, the entertainment world, you must have to take out your personal life. You get my point? Have someone that counsels you apart from particular problem. One issue, one heartbreak can kill your career.
What up? Welcome again to another episode of Jant on Trend. And on today's episode, we are going to be delving into yet another very sensitive topic. And we hope you guys are going to get some insightful content from us today. But before we go into it, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm your host, Prodigy. And I have with me the usual suspects. My co-host, Christine Kelani.
Hi guys.
You didn't complain about me not calling you beautiful today, though.
Hi guys, my name is Christine. Welcome to our show once again, and we hope you do enjoy.
And to my right, I have the opinionated one, Miss Hire.
Hi guys. You know how it is. We're back again to give you the best and the best only.
Right.
And before we get into it, joining us today is a special guest, a renowned comedian, MC, OROROMASTER.
Yo. Yanan's trend.
No, call her word though.
Yan's and trend.
No, Nyash.
Nah, no call her Nyash now. Nah, Nyash, when I even heard about the podcast, I thought it was Nyash and trend. I like the Nyash will trend very well, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about OROROMASTER. I do talking for a living and keep it locked.
Our topic today is safe space, rethinking safe space. So safe space, as we know it, it's supposed to be a community, or whether physical or online or whichever, where people find confidence to express themselves without being challenged, without being castigated, without being attacked, right? But I'd like us to talk more about, because a whole lot of people out there don't even know what safe space means.
Okay. I think that safe spaces are like a non-judgmental space where you get to talk about or work out your feelings, your emotions, where you get to be vulnerable without the fear of being judged or the fear of being stigmatized. That's what I think safe space is.
And personally, I feel like it's an environment in itself where you get a sense of emotional security without being judged.
The topic is kind of diverse to me, and
It's actually a very deep one.
when you're talking about safe space, judging from my own perspective, the kind of work we do, trying to, find yourself. I think depending on the field you are in life, I think safe space, have to do with, trying to find your purpose, so that when you find your purpose, you can be able to express yourself better.
Yeah.
So you cannot express what you don't understand. You get. So When you find your purpose, understand yourself, understand what you actually want to do. So when you express it, people will now understand. If you don't understand yourself, someone will not understand you. Yeah, and it's like trying to teach a topic that you don't know about.
That you don't know about.
You know, you are not majored in economics. You are teaching economics. When you are good in agriculture, there are two different aspects. So, you know, self-space, when you know, okay, this is my major. This is like a side that I can express myself very well. You know, work on yourself about it, then can now, you know, express, and people will now understand you. Then you be more confident. So when you have that space, you can now express without any fear of holding back. You don't even have to fear of being judged because you are actually confident in what you're doing, that you know about it. So
okay, but let's talk about physical safe spaces.
I think that safe spaces can mean different things for everybody.
For everybody, yeah.
What is
like
considered...
what he just said now? It's another.
Yeah. What is considered a safe space for me might not be a safe space for somebody else. So it depends on my experience and my emotions. That would consider what that would decide what my safe space is. What I consider as not serious might be something serious for another person. So I think if you are talking about safe space, we have to be diverse. We don't have to put it in a box. Because when you want people to, you know, talk about their vulnerability, talk about their challenges, talk about things that are bothering them, you also have to understand that what works for A might not work for B. So I think that's why we have a lot of controversies about safe spaces.
Yeah, a lot.
Because people feel like, okay, I'm saying this. What if there are people that would judge me? I think when people think that there are people that would judge them, those people are already people that have anxiety disorder, if I'm allowed to say that. So somebody with anxiety will not just walk into a place that some people have said, oh, this is a safe space, and just talk. The person has to experience, has to feel that, okay, this is actually a safe space for me. This is where I can say stuff. Because there are some people that say, okay, this is a safe space, you can say anything. And after you say things that you consider private and vulnerable, then they start to be like, oh wow, you did that. Oh wow, you shouldn't have done that. So that's why I said what is considered a safe space for A might not be a safe space for B. Yep.
Well, personally, for safe space, I feel like we find security in different things.
Yeah.
For some people, it doesn't have to be about talking to somebody. For some people, that safe space might be expressing themselves in writing.
Yeah.
That's why some people would go into writing. Some people is music. So they feel like, okay, when I'm doing this thing, I express myself. So nobody's judging me because they'll feel like I am just saying this thing.
Yeah.
But then this might be a way I feel about this particular thing. And I just feel basically safe space should just be a way you feel safe.
Yeah.
You have to feel safe. Even your physical life, your workplace, if you don't feel the sense of security, so many things will go wrong. You keep so many things in mind and you start to live a way you don't like. So
for people with different mental health, for example, people with ADHD, they might not talk. They might just, their safe space might just be with somebody keeping quiet and just being there. Like that is a safe space for them. For people, for other people, it's just, you know, experiencing other people do stuff that you cannot do yourself. But watching them do it is already like providing security for you, knowing that, oh, there are people that can live my life the way that I want to live it, but I can't. So different safe spaces for different people with different mental health.
But what about these communities that schools, colleges build that are called safe spaces for maybe a certain set of people? Like abroad now, you see the those ones, they are called
you're talking about the communities in high school. I don't think those are safe spaces. I think that's just finding your own tribe, like just finding your people.
Like all those, like
I also think it's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
Yeah,
those are examples of physical safe spaces.
Yes.
Where people can
finding
come
your
together.
tribe and doing your thing. Yeah, that's also a safe space.
Basically.
Yes.
Like all those communities where you have, okay, maybe you're a drug addict, you come to just express yourself and nobody's judging you. So my name is Prodigy and I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's
blah blah blah.
yeah.
Where
There's
people,
a name they call that. I don't remember it right now.
But I believe
It's-
that's an example of physical
Yeah.
self-expression.
I think it's more occurrent in the Western world. Where people from different races, different problem. No matter how the problem you face, you encounter in life, you can be able to express yourself, and they will kind of have a coach. Someone that is experienced in life to talk you through, talk you out of it, or they will kind of have a panel of people that have gone through
like a counselor.
every difficulty in all aspect of life. So wherever you are coming from, all your angle, your issue, you can always see someone that understands and citing a practical example. You understand? When you are going through some things and you are putting it to yourself, you don't want to express, it will be killing you inside. So when someone, it be like testimony. It's like testimony for church.
Yes.
You go just see people where they testify, say this thing and they battle them. After church, you go see one brother go meet and say, "Boss, come on, have fun." So you don't overcome the thing. They are the thing they do.
You do me, yeah.
So, but you cannot meet any other person to go and identify. You just say this person, we did the
Just
same
your
category.
people.
So that person can be able to give him that kind of dose because he can feel what he feels. They say, "Who wear shoe?" And who wear shoe? No, it depends.
Even
So
those
before-
that just for cutting for cutting you short, those that just come out of the prison, they always have this group that they make them go for.
Yeah.
And that's also like a safe
Like
space
a
for
safe
people.
space,
Trying to resuscitate them back to the society.
Yes,
Because their mental health, because when you are in a like being
Confined
in
space
this studio for like 1 year, that go party, you didn't go to church, you didn't go to any social, your mental thinking, your positioning in the society will just change. So you need somebody to reintegrate you back to the society. You understand? Talk you, what do you want to do? You understand? Help you through it. Maybe a professional that can help you to that particular field. So with time, you get your feet. You understand? It's not easy, especially in this, our Africa,
environment.
in this our environment, a lot of things is going on. People are going through a lot. You understand? There's no much of that kind of organization or institution or gathering that try to talk people out.
We have that in Nigeria.
You understand? So
We do.
I think most of our safe spaces in Nigeria are in our heads.
I think
No,
think
it's just
so.
I
No,
think
I don't
it's
think so.
I think it's group of friends. You understand? Our most safe spaces are maybe your best guy, someone you can be
I know
able
there are
to
groups online and all
they call
that,
them
though.
support groups.
support group.
Yeah.
But Nigeria, those support group to me is not. How many people they go support group? Who you know?
I don't think Nigerians
cannot
like
be
to
able-
talk. Nigerians don't like to talk to people about their feelings.
Not people. They cannot talk to people they don't know about their
strangers
feelings.
about their feelings. That's why Nigerians feel like therapy is a
They
waste
go,
of time.
if you talk and
Yeah.
today, you go see and tomorrow
They feel like
online.
therapy,
Yeah, somebody will just use it. There's this friend of mine. You go say this also. Can I use my name? Now my story. You get my point.
Yes,
so many people, even your closest friend, you'll be afraid to
Might not be
relay
your
some
sis,
things
yes.
until she tell you her own.
Yeah.
So Nigeria go just they
You know,
wait
be
and
like, wow. So you're going through this.
He say make I can't talk my own. No. You go come she said we come person to cry. Say see this guy. They say we can't cry together. We can't look for some.
For some people,
Yeah.
I feel like safe places differ though. Some people, it could be their workplace. I could find comfort in my workplace. Do you understand?
Yes.
And some people, it could be church. Some people can find comfort in church. So
Their
I think for Nigerians, these are things that we can easily find comfort in. Like, so it doesn't have to be your friend. I could have friends and I don't talk to them about certain things, and then I could meet someone at church and we click on that particular thing, and then we talk about it. It doesn't make us really close friends, but that person might grow to be my safe space over time.
You
I
say
think
you click. For you to click, that means say you guys are. You cannot tell a total
just feel like
stranger.
you can-
No, you know, there are some people you
cannot-
actually click
Yes.
with.
Like, you feel like you can talk to them. They are easy to
You
talk
see,
to.
you said click.
Some people are easy to talk to. When I realize you are easy to talk to, I want to
Okay,
get
that's
closer to
click.
you.
That's click now. You guys
Yeah.
have a previous conversation already. Get my point. You cannot meet me now No matter what we talk
That's
for
what
church.
I'm
Get my point.
saying.
For them to click, that means they have shared like
There was
Some
a
experiences, there's a
conversation.
conversation, you are
Yes,
comfortable.
they share, yeah.
I cannot see in church, you look beautiful.
And just start
sister,
sharing.
what's
No,
up?
that's not what I
Yeah.
mean.
You
That's not
talk,
what
I talk.
mean.
And
No,
for-
We
I
must
think-
have shared some personal
That's not what I
information.
mean.
You work here. I've been working. I do studio work for a very long time. To say really, say I did it when I was in this thing in Ibadan. When you talk and you know, come to say
We not
I
share-
like you. I
yeah.
like your vibe. Oh. Say you stay around there. Say I just relocated though. You go come share number. From sharing number, it might not be immediately. You cannot be sharing your problem immediately with someone. It's not realistic.
Yes.
So tomorrow,
Are you sure?
that night,
Except
No,
you're
for some
triggered.
people,
So
yeah.
some people
Some people
would
actually-
vibe to
unless
a
you
level.
want beg
Yes.
money.
No, for some people, I might
no.
spend 3
That's-
months with you, and I'm not sharing my.
I have someone I've
You
known
cannot
for
meet
less
somebody
than-
immediately and be sharing your problem, depending on the problem.
Actually,
sha.
you can.
If
You
be
can
say-
though.
Some pe-
Yeah,
let me.
I just feel
let me-
it
I think-
depends.
Okay.
It depends on-
I want to throw this question to you. You say you can share, Abi. What kind of problem do you think you can share? There's not all problem you can share. You can share problem. Listen, you can have some issue that is bothering you, and you people talk, and you know the direction of the topic reach that angle. You can now feel free to say yes. You can share. You get my point.
Yeah.
And
That's
before
what
you
I'm
and
saying.
somebody
That's-
to
somebody-
talk and reach that angle, you cannot meet anybody and start talking to reaching some angle.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
must be an established
yes,
conversation.
yeah.
Let's be realistic. You
Yes,
get my point.
definitely.
So when I don't talk and where una meet, okay, you met in a church, there's an activities going on. So you cannot just come, no be saying una come church, come gossip,
Yeah.
and you come meet and go talk. There's an activities going on. So you have established a contact. Maybe later in the evening, there is Sunday school, there's this program, can we go together? I say, yes, I'm free, we'll go. So establishing trust, getting to know this person, being
Yeah.
comfortable, especially depending on the kind of problem that you're facing. The kind of thing that was bothering you. Maybe in a relationship problem. You understand? Maybe you have some spiritual thing that is disturbing you. You cannot share some delicate information with some people. Now I say unless you want beg money.
No, some topics are deep though.
Deep.
That's
you
what
can-
I'm saying. But if it's financial issue, anybody can talk it immediately. Immediately I get comfortable. Why I'm getting
I dey owe
comfortable
my
with you.
neighbor 500K.
No, why I'm getting comfortable with you because I have an intention.
Yeah.
Come on, feed this shit,
yes.
One of my guys, na story. But it was arriving to make you comfortable. Thank you so much, man. You are looking so good. Are you where you side do they follow go? You say, they go that side. I say, they go that side. Now you know I forget my wallet.
And I think for most Nigerians, safe space for most Nigerians is the fact that there are other people, there are like millions of other people experiencing the same thing that they are experiencing.
Exactly.
So that's the safe space for Nigerians. Yes, they feel like, okay, want something to do Nigerians, like they feel like, not be only me, Jerry. Now
They
all of
go
us, they
find.
do,
No.
now all of
That's
us. So,
the
like,
safest way to come out of your trauma and your issue.
They feel like
Don't
not
find
only
somebody who get the same problem with
now
you.
all of us gather
Yeah.
day, Jerry. We gather day, and for some people, it's their significant other. Like they just see their significant other, and they're like, oh yes, this is my safe space. This is my person.
Okay, but the way we are saying it now, safe space is supposed to be something very good.
Yes.
But still, we have controversies around it.
Yeah.
Why some people feel it's not a good thing because it limits potentials.
Sometimes it makes you vulnerable,
boxes you up.
depending on how you
Do you
open
get?
up. Yeah.
And with a safe space, like okay, you cannot reach your full potentials sometimes.
Really?
But first, yeah.
Why?
Like there are debates like that online.
I think
But
that has
first-
to do with leadership issues. If you cannot reach your potentials, but it's not all the time.
It's not all the time.
But
I think safe space will help you get to that point because your traumas can limit you.
When you don't manage it very well, so this
Yeah.
is a different angle you are going. You say it cannot make you reach your potential. When you are
because
when you are going
okay,
through
let me
something.
explain that. Let me explain that. Like, okay, since you are limited, there's this concept of inclusivity when you talk about safe space,
Yeah.
right? Now, one of the disadvantages of safe space is exclusivity, right?
Okay.
Because you feel you can only talk to people going through the same thing.
Same thing.
People who experiences the same thing, who won't judge you, who won't attack you. Shall you get? Those are the only people you feel safe talking to. Do you get? And that could be something that could be a limiting factor.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I said the other time that for people with different mental health spectrums, there are people that people that are anxious about almost everything. Of course, you can't just present something to them as a safe space and they accept it. They have to like know, they have to see. I don't think that people have to go through the same thing that you are going through for you to consider that it's a safe space.
To offer help,
That's why I also say that what is considered a safe space for me might not be. That is the controversy that I believe should be around it, but not letting you reach your full potential is. No, I don't think that's.
It boils down to the trying to be comfortable with somebody you talk to. Some people are in a relationship, you cannot talk to your significant other about some certain issue.
Even the support groups that we see, for some people, it takes time for them to share all these support groups that you say, my name is Ire and I'm an addict. For some people, they can't talk. They have to see other people talk. Like they have to attend several sessions before they can. They have to see that, okay, this is actually really a safe space for me before they can share. So that's the only thing that I think should be holding some.
But there are still some disadvantages of safe space, right?
Yeah, when the thing enters the wrong ear, you get my point. That's why I'm saying you cannot just dish out some things that are bothering you. You cannot just express without having trust. Trust comes before expression when it comes to some delicate issue. You get?
Yeah.
So it's not everybody you call your friend, and it's not every of your friend that you trust. Some people can be your friend and you can limit the kind of conversation and things you relate with them. And some people you go all out because you feel safe with them.
Yeah.
Either because they're telling you the same kind of information about their life that you can entrust your own information to them. You get my point?
Yeah.
So it all depends on trust. It depends on your level of trust with some certain individual, your kind of relationship and the level you are. So you talking, we saying that you said the exclusivity, it must be people that are suffering the same thing. You can find comfort.
Like for most people.
Yeah, for most people. You can find
which is not supposed to be so.
Yeah, you can
That's why we're talking about rethinking
it's rare.
Safe spaces.
It's rare. You can find comfort in the total, as she was saying. You can meet someone and you guys click. And you find comfort in the person than someone you've known for years. You get the point. Now why is some relationship where the word itself, love at first sight come from? You can be with somebody and you'll be lost.
Yeah.
You'll be dating somebody, you'll be lost. You won't tell her this thing. You don't know how to relate because of maybe one experience where you tell her something.
Like a trauma.
You get? But you can't meet somebody like this. When I meet today, don't tell her like 6 months of your experience and the guy absorbs it, heals you immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
Before you know, you detach from any other thing you are into because you feel safe with this kind of person. You get my point?
Yeah.
So you can actually get a new person,
not somebody like Christine though.
Yeah, you can even stay with someone immediately. You can just know somebody, newly, and don't feel that kind of exclusive that this person doesn't feel the same thing I feel. I've not gone through what I've gone through. I just feel comfortable. Dishing out. Some people actually dish out because this person doesn't know me. This is a stranger. Some people just look for strangers to have a safe space with, just to talk. Because of what? Say this person don't know me reach us.
Yes.
This person will not judge
me. I might not meet you anymore.
Yeah. You get my point. At the end of the day, the thing go hook them. They'll come, they meet themselves. You get my point? Because maybe the spirit, everything just kind of gel. So I think it boils down to the person that is having the actual issue. Ability to go out of your, depression, whatever you're going through. Don't allow it to limit you. Don't allow it to make you not to reach your potential. Express. Sometimes they say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. So sometimes when you talk out so many things or some problems, it takes out the burden from you and makes you free. Before you know, you will be free to express yourself, free to achieve, express so many talents.
Yeah.
So I think, especially when it comes to artistry, when you're an artist, when you are into, the entertainment world, you must have to take out your personal life. You get my point? Have someone that counsels you apart from particular problem. One heartbreak can kill your career. I don't want to know how talented you are. One heartbreak, You go just dey sing so take my pain away before you know you go run crazy.
Yeah, I feel like one of the other challenges that I can think about is the fear of offending others, or the fear of triggering somebody else. For example, you feel like, oh, if I share this thing with this person, what is this person's trigger? What if it, okay, for example, if I'm telling somebody that is pro-life, that's like the person doesn't support abortion, that I had an abortion, I would trigger the person. So that person is not my safe space. I can't share. Even if the person is telling me, oh, I can tell you, you can tell me anything, I'm a safe space, tell me this, tell me that. I know that this information that I have, I can't share it with them. That's like one of the challenges of the safe space. This person, if I share this information with this person might judge me. Despite the fact that this person is saying you can share with me, I know that at the end of the day, there's still going to be something in that person that doesn't accept what I did. That's why I feel like in most relationships, now I'm putting it into like our day-to-day thing, not to just say mental health and all of that. That's why most relationships do not work out, because the partners, whoever it is, the girl or the guy, they feel like, oh, I can't tell this person this kind of thing. What if he never looks at me the same way?
Yeah.
What if I say this person is my safe space and it
What
actually
if he
isn't my
uses
safe space? The
against
information
you?
against me later. What if I think that this person is my safe space, and what if the person is actually my safe space, but when issues come, the person ceases to be in a safe space? What if this person uses this thing against me? What if this person tells somebody else?
That's why they always say that one of the disadvantages I would say of safe space is too many what ifs.
Yeah, what if?
What ifs?
What
Like,
if?
Yeah.
What if? You're always thinking. You're thinking of the possible negative thing that could happen.
That could happen.
What if?
Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
if you find comfort in somebody, you still try to withhold some things that you know that if this thing gets out later, it would dream me so bad. So as much as you feel like, okay, this is my safe space, I could talk to you about some things, but I'd rather keep some things to myself.
That's why vulnerability is like the most important thing in safe space. You have to be totally vulnerable. But before I can be vulnerable to you, I have to know that
Trust.
this person, if I'm being vulnerable to you, are you going to be vulnerable to me back? Can I trust you?
Even
can
a
you trust
person that
me?
is vulnerable to you can change.
Yeah.
So
So
it boils down to the trust. That I
Trust,
tell you,
yeah.
that's if you meet somebody first time, that's the level of information
You can't
need.
just
You
open
even
up.
can't
someone
just-
you trust will change.
That's what I'm saying. That unless you are begging money, which is normal thing. You get my point. So, but when it comes to that kind of level of trust,
Yeah.
husband, wife, they hide something from
Of
husband
course, yes.
Yes.
in marriage. You
Yes.
get, because you know say how my husband won't take care of this
Yeah.
thing. It no be issue. You go tell some people husband, those ones you go take care. But if you tell the husband, if he pack come off for house.
That's why people
So
keep
some,
information of their
you know,
past.
like she said, he said, what's safe space to me might not be safe space to this
Safe
person.
space,
Yeah.
Everybody thinks, we are raised differently from different backgrounds, different ideology, thinking and all, especially in Nigeria. When it comes to even the relationship, na ain't bad pass. Because anybody where they talk about your relationship issue, if they come from worse, it can't give you one worse
One
advice
worse,
like this, everything go
yes.
cuckoo scatter. So
Yeah.
you must have to deal with this person to on certain level to be able to
Yes.
trust
You
them,
have to
to know
build
they
a
are capable.
relationship.
They are capable. They have that mental, strength
And
to
maturity.
absorb
And intelligence.
maturity, experience. Very,
And
very important.
intelligence.
Because it's hard for you to advise on things that you are not experienced in about. You get? So it's about, finding the right, circle, community that understand how you feel properly and that can absorb whatever you want to dish out to them and give you proper solution.
So,
Okay.
OROROMASTER, I'm going to ask this. Have you ever had to seek out a safe space
Man,
for yourself?
personally, man, it's difficult for me. That's why, like me, I'm a kind of person that goes through whatever I goes through alone. You understand? Because
Man
of the,
like me.
because of the society we are in. Though I have sometimes I have to cry to myself, be my advisor, and try to be my own safe space. So especially because of the environment and all. But some certain level you cannot take it alone. Immediately you share some problems, it takes so many bodies off of
You're
you.
not vulnerable then.
So no. It's not about being vulnerable. It's about the society you're in. When you're in some society, some people have some kind of perspective about you. No matter what, you take those things in consideration. No matter how strong or weak you are. So before you can be able to express yourself, the only way you can actually express yourself in that kind of situation is when you are kindly close to some people. Totally close. You can be sure that this kind of information will not leak out. There is a day, it has happened maybe once or twice. It doesn't happen to me regularly. I became, I have to say wahala day. You understand? Even to my dad, I cannot disclose something to him because myself, I dey think about his own safe space. Sometimes some people, you can tell them your safe space, they will break down more than you safe space. Now them say we can't break because what you don't know sometimes is that some people look up to you. I think you are strong mentally. Like me, so many people think I'm strong mentally. There are some aspects in life I don't want to mention that people think I'm so strong for years. Even if I have to ask for the advice, they say they joke. They play. You're for people. But
why you don't whine us?
I can relate to that.
You get the point?
Yes,
they got tell me
say
they play. But I'm going through a lot. So sometimes I take it. So I can't go far. Somebody will not know me. When you go talk say, you don't know me. God tell me, say, my brother, calm down. I have gone through this thing. I've gone through it. Or my closest friend, when they say that one, why they talking not through that time, I go cry to her and go ginger me. I feel he ginger me this week. Next week, he himself go to cry. Says, not you ginger me last week. You get the point?
Yes,
So it boils down to trust. Somebody that knows about your life pattern. You get? So there are some certain things when you meet someone now, there's something information you can actually dish out. It is not possible for you to dish out. Vulnerability has so many levels. Level 1, level 2, depending on the issue you are into. You get? Like you say, who talked about abortion here or something? I
did.
Okay, you did, Abby?
I did.
Not be everybody.
Yeah.
You dish out that kind of thing. Don't they pray me you and that person
no
they
fight.
good for life.
You will not get womb.
That's why some ladies are more, their besties na male. Now where that male besties they do. Because you can say, wait, why this one go on the talk say you don't do abortion?
Most
you don't get my point. Though my relationship cannot have male bestie. I'm willing to be a male bestie to somebody because I can withhold, I can encourage you. I can push you.
But you can't allow your woman to be.
No. That one is a personal life. Please don't go there. But I can be besties for so many people. I know how to push people. I know how to bring out the best in you. When you have a relationship problem with your boyfriend, when you have a marriage counsel, I can counsel. But especially, I major in relationships. When you and your boyfriend is having issues, you need a shoulder to cry on.
So our viewers can reach out to you.
Yes, that is me. If I advise you, if I talk to you, and you don't come out of that depression, report to me. I can put my career on the line. I can deposit money before I start the therapy session. You get? So you go say, yes, don't mention. I don't like being proud when I talk about these things because I know so many relationships I've helped.
A different kind of vibe.
Yeah, they will just cry. I'll give them a shoulder to cry on.
A different
I will
kind of
encourage
vibe.
them. But after 1 week or 2 weeks, they will see their relationship bounce back stronger, more powerful, like before. Because that showed that they needed it. They needed that safe space.
A shoulder to cry on.
What I'm trying to talk now is when it comes to relationships, some guys are more of a safe space. That's what I'm saying. Let me calm down.
No, she's going somewhere else.
Now she know where she they go. Me, I'm going to you and to the viewers. So some guys are so much of a safe space to so many ladies. Now why the female based they fight in the society?
That's no safe space.
Okay, you see what you they talk now. They take. That's what I'm saying. Vulnerability in relationship are kind of things that bother people, right?
That's not total vulnerability.
No. See, some people are vulnerable in relationship. Okay. You can be in a relationship, you don't know how to come out, like abusive relationship.
Oh, okay.
You get my point? I want to be precise now. Like abusive relationship, that's what is happening in our society, where you are going to abusive relationship. And that kind of abusive relationship I'm talking about that is hard for this guy, this girl. Let me use the girl. Because now them the experience and pass. You get where the boy provides well for the girl, takes care of her, buys everything she needs and everything. And in return, this guy maltreats this girl, abuses her, beats her. Now, mentally, she cannot come out because
of the things that she gets.
You get my point?
Yeah.
But she's going through a lot. one of her eye go so she go say Apollo. You go they say Apollo never start this year. You don't check your say Apollo never start. So
say your hand, you bandit, I fell from the bike.
They get those kind of things, and they'll be going through a lot. It happens. You know, all of us now, you know, go talk say, you know your girlfriend where you guy the beat. But sometimes even you self will be the girlfriend self, the gift to the reach your side. Say enjoy Nigeria hard with the kind of way the country is.
Really?
So you have to see
like the parents. If the gift
some parents will say there. Your papa they beat me too. You get my papa beat me before you stop. You get my point. So you have to meet someone
that's valid though.
You have to meet someone that is mentally strong enough to take you out of that kind of thing.
But you know that even if you meet,
it has to be a man too. That's where I come in. You people want to discredit my work. That's why I have to discredit.
At this point, I can't relate.
Oh God! He said he has to be a man. But I agree with everything you said, except the fact
that he has to be
part,
a man.
No, that part I know that the part where you said that he doesn't share with people. No. Actually, that part. Okay. As a former tight-lipped person, tight-lipped person, like people, I like to experience everything myself. I'm going through this. I'm doing it all by myself.
Yeah.
I like. As a former, I don't know if I'm still tight-lipped. I think I still am. But to some extent, I've learned to share my problems with other people. Because I think handling it all alone, bottling everything up is not good for your mental health.
It's actually not good. At this point, would we say it's safe to have a safe space?
Okay, let me go in. The point I want to make is exactly because of what you said about being vulnerable and not able to achieve your potential. All I'm trying to advise based on my own personal experience, because I cannot advise based on any other person's personal experience, is when you're going through some certain things, you understand, just try to develop a kind of trust level with a friend, even if it's one person.
Yeah.
A problem shared is a problem solved. I know they talk about that proverb in the total sense, but it comes to play when you have this kind of deep, emotional, and vulnerable situation.
Yeah.
You just have to talk to person. Just have to talk to someone. Yeah. Just have to express it out. Because if you don't express it out, it might kill you. That's why some people are suicidal and everything. You might be suicidal today, tomorrow you'll be most happiest person on earth because you just spoke to the right person. Depression. You get the point? Yeah. So I think whatever you're going through, you're not the first person to go through that thing. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstance.
Okay, I think at this point, I'm going to, brother, I just want to buttress what you're saying. Yeah. Like, I have this friend, right? He, at some point in his life, he was at the lowest low. Like, he was married with a kid, and one day he got home, and the wife had packed out, left with the baby.
Okay.
He wanted to kill himself. Like, he actually had sniper on the table. He wanted to just die. And things were not going well for him. He is somebody who's been well-to-do, who's been doing well over the years. But that period was a very tough one, was very rough for him.
Yeah.
And he thought, okay, before I die, who's the person I could talk to? And he picked up his phone.
At least.
And called me. We talked for like 2 hours. Now, at that point, I even became scared to even drop the call. I ran out of credit. I had to buy credit again. Called him back immediately like, bro, see, you cannot do that. Called him on video. Like, I want to see you throw away that stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of the people that would say, even if I'm getting married, I should go to the ends of the earth. It will be there.
Even Sambisa
do you get? Sambisa forest. Do you get? Yeah. So I feel it's advisable to actually seek out one person that you can actually talk to when you're going through stuff instead of dealing with it alone. Because it could actually be injurious.
And in this life, try to be that person that people will want to talk to.
Yeah.
Don't be the
Yes.
parrot that will always try to talk about people. Like, especially to me, you know, we'll talk for a living, we'll talk very well, but people actually can confide in me, especially the opposite sex, because I hold secrets. I can be able to counsel you.
Is this like a PR?
No, it's not a PR. I'm just trying to tell people to actually be a good person.
Yeah.
You have to be the good person. Life, people are going through a lot. Even you yourself are going through a lot. And you adding to people's problem by, you know, when somebody takes you in as a safe space and, you know, dishing out some private information, private, you know, vulnerable issues to you. And at the end of the day, you goes out to, you know, spread it out and
or use it against them in a fight.
That itself can make the person to commit suicide. That itself can make the person to be more vulnerable and not to achieve its potential. So the more we have the good people, the more we have people that people can confide in, a trustworthy people, you know, kind people that can be able to be, you know, a pillar to humanity, the better world we have. So I think that's the most important thing. As we are urging people to be able to be, you know, expressive, to be open-minded about whatever they are going on.
And try to be vulnerable.
It's good. It's okay to be vulnerable.
It is.
That, you know, whatever you're going through, whatever situation you've been through, there are people that have been through worse and they came out of it and they are doing better. So you yourself can do better.
Yeah, so, I just wanted to make sure you say that because of your own example. Like, you don't go to nobody. You're not vulnerable.
Yeah, I later recited that I have to go to somebody. I had somebody close that I have to cry to.
Everybody needs somebody.
Even my family, I pick out an auntie. I called my auntie one time. I have to use this example. She have never seen me in that situation before. If I know call person that I feel hit myself for my head in the wall. I just call my auntie. I told they cry. Hey! The problem is, I know say she go hold am. She never see me. She no go call my dad. She will not call so many other persons. That's the only person I know say that can hold something. She will solve it at least before she tell another person. I cry. I got call. She call me. I just dey cry. Waiting happen. As I just cry, that cry finish. She can't use Galatians, use so many Bible because my auntie is just a spiritual minded person. Can't they pray? They not. It be like say the anointing. The thing just they touch me. She can't follow me up. I don't want to know what you want to tell me. Don't even tell me. I want to tell you are this, you are that, you are that, you are that. Oh boy, the thing can't ginger me. You get my point? So I just have to talk to somebody that time because I'm about to explode.
Yeah, that brings me to saying that you could have more than one safe space.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're going through. Like she said about the case of the abortion and what triggers people. If I know you, or if we are safe spaces to each other, and I know this particular conversation will trigger you, I would have someone else I would rather talk to, not you. So personally, I don't think I have just one safe space. There's so many things I want to talk about. Okay, imagine I have a work friend, and when I'm stressed with work, I have one person I would always go to and talk to it about. And then when I'm stressed with home activities, I could always call my mom. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I just feel like we should have. You are lucky if one person is your safe space, but then it's okay to have more than one safe space.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's
to be on the safer side.
That's valid.
On the safer side.
That's valid.
Like, my family is my safe space most of the time, anyways. Although I have very close people.
It's very rare for some people to
like
have
my last year birthday. My last year birthday.
Like me, for tight-lipped people, you can have
family is not my safe space.
Generally, it's not about tight lips or anything. It's hard to see someone that's in their family.
It's real.
Especially mom. Maybe mom.
My mom
is late anyway, so but my dad, my siblings.
Nah.
You know,
your dad is your safe space?
He's one of my safe spaces.
Your dad for some certain topics. I guess.
No, I won't tell him some things now. I won't definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
But my younger brother, there's nothing I cannot tell him. And he knows how to talk to me.
Yeah.
He knows how to calm me down.
That's nice.
Tige. My last year birthday, I had people in the sitting room grooving and all. I was missing for like maybe 30 minutes. People didn't even notice. I was inside crying. Because I just felt this is not where I want to be. There are a whole lot of things I wanted that I haven't gotten.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I got so emotional, I started crying uncontrollably. And I didn't know who to talk to. I just went to our group and dropped a message there that today is my birthday, I'm supposed to be happy, but I'm not. Then everybody started calling me one after the other, like, bro, you got this. What's up? This is
It'll be like therapy session.
Do you know the kind of comfort that
and I became relaxed.
Yeah.
I came back outside. People didn't even know what happened in the room.
Yeah, and it's okay to cry. Yeah. Whatever
it's
you're going through, it's okay to
out.
cry. And cry is another safe space. Therapy.
Yeah.
Therapeutical.
That's why I would never
if
agree
English is right.
with people.
When you cry,
Yeah,
sometimes when
therapeutic.
you cry about some certain things, you feel relieved.
That's why I
Cry.
never
It's
agree
okay
with
to
people
cry.
that say
Especially
that
men.
men shouldn't cry.
Cry,
I would
yo.
never.
My
Please
brother cry, yo.
Cry.
Like somebody like me, I'm emotional. I feel they watch TV, say when they do person bad, I don't say cry. You understand? So you cry, and not
It's
some
okay
strong
for
men.
to
Yeah,
cry. It's okay.
It's okay to
totally
cry.
Okay to cry.
Okay to cry. Let it off your chest and just be free. You understand?
And your triggers are valid, please.
Yeah, your triggers are
valid.
valid.
So basically, we are saying it's safe to have a safe space.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
So no need to rethink it.
Yeah.
As most people will be like, okay, the controversies are way more, they outweigh the advantages. I think it's actually a good thing to have a safe space.
But from what we've
It's
said, it's
safe.
a good thing to have a safe space. But you have to also consider the person or the people you are taking as your safe space.
Yes. That's
That's
very
to be put into
important.
consideration as well.
That's very important. So I think we could round up with this. I think we've had a very insightful conversation, and I hope you guys have learned yet again.
Yes.
It's Yans and Trends. This is what we do: educate, entertain, bring the gist and the trends.
You should be able by now to know that Yans and Trend is a safe space for you.
Yes.
When you are going through
Come and tell your
issues.
stories.
Yes.
You don't need
Most
to come and tell your
importantly-
story. Just visit the YouTube channel
Yeah.
and
Or our
unwind.
handles.
Unwind and learn. You know, there's so many topics talked about.
Watch
and
all the videos. You learn something.
so that your safe space can be safe.
And if you have questions or you have dilemmas you want us to talk about, you want us to advise you, our handles are always up in our YouTube channel, in our Instagram. Just send a DM.
Yeah, the safe space podcast. Just feel free. Come on.
You don't give us another name, bro.
Yeah, the safe space podcast. There's so many people pay for this.
And we even have a community on WhatsApp.
Yeah, we do.
The number is pinned on our YouTube, so you can always join
Yes.
and join the discussion there. A whole lot of people tell their stories.
Do they
there
pay
and stuff.
to tell stories?
No,
on the
it's
safe
free.
space?
No, it's
free.
free.
See, it's free.
Totally.
It's free.
Talk to us, please.
So,
Yes.
like, subscribe, comment down below, whatever your thoughts are. But whatever you do, know who you're choosing as your safe space. Okay, before we go, I would like to thank you, MC OROROMASTER. OROROMASTER is actually the biggest comedian we have around here.
Yeah.
His show's selling out.
Wait, I'm not. God is the biggest.
Oh.
God
Humble.
is the
I
biggest.
do call
okay to
God
be
comedian.
humble.
I said MC Oro is biggest
Humble.
comedian. And I got the drum for you now.
The point is, now God will learn everything. What would they do?
Mm.
Jesus is the biggest comedian. We learn from him.
Are you serious?
And
biggest
it's my pleasure to be here.
But God
Yancy
has a
Trent.
sense of humor, truly.
Have
Yeah,
you
exactly.
heard him?
No, God truly has a sense of humor.
Now
There are
you
things
know
that will happen to
we are-
you and you'll be like,
And you'll be like,
The
whoa,
point-
nice
the-
one.
Nice
the,
one.
the point is, God will they hear God. I might not be a man of
Yeah.
God, and some man of God they hear God. And
Yes.
me, I personally, my personal experience, I have to hear God to be able to execute. So
Whoa.
it's a
Oh,
privilege
cool,
for me
cool,
to be
cool.
here in Yancy Trend, to discuss this delicate topic. You understand of safe space. Keep it locked. Keep it locked.
Thank you very much. We're
Thank
glad
you.
to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We know whenever we call on you, you'll still come through now.
Yeah.
Always
whenever you
Always on Yancy Trend.
We don't call it
I mean,
Yancy.
Yans, that any, it's a tribal thing.
All right. So we're signing out. Comment down below, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. Watch all our videos and comment.